Well, here we are, everybody, and we are back in the safe space that is the Wish Bus, and I'm finally getting to the request, Butata, live on the Wish Bus. Yes, that is correct. We're doing Pablo's Butata, and actually, interestingly enough, this might have actually been spawned from, well, a couple times anyway, a couple of places. I did actually do a review of this album. If you have not seen that, you can absolutely go and find it. It's been a lot of fun. Anyway, let's do the Butata on the Wish Bus.
Yeah! Let's go! Depensa, let's go! Yeah.
One small little pause. I'm actually kind of glad to finally see him without his braces on. Good for him. Good for him.
Let's go!
Wish 107.5.
It's the finals. Ilang segundo na lang ang natitira at lamang kami mga idol. Hawak nila ang polaano, pero hindi nila alam lahat ng aking pinaplano. Dito na kung crossover, biglang pinasa dun sa 3-pointer sa my corner. Nagmala MG na pumekadila, it's over. Nagbasal beater, quick release, sabay sigaw agad wala. Butata! Yeah! Boy, yun ang inakala mo. Aking sakuraging malago rito. Matuto ka ng respeto lang. Di ko naisalpak sa pagmumukha mo. Watashi wasta, play repin etivakimus pag-asa. 1, 2, 3, walang mintes mababas. Kada asin ma-blood braso di mo mababasa. Like, tanghaling tapat lagi nagbibilad. Kita na yung santo kahit pahubad. Nakapaguran kahit pa nababa. Kaya magmalabin, basta ka agad. Kasi ako alaga. Nanatong atras ang delics, dikit lang ang laban. At kung usapang sa bahay, lalamon ka pang bigas. Sa dami ko nang naiwala nang dapat patunayan. Yun nga lang nagkainitan, tas biglang nag-flop kalaban.
Charging number 14.
Malas pa na-turn over. Biglang tinawag ako ni Corso sa my corner. Silang God, it's not over. Nagpasarbitan, mabilis sa sumabay. Sigaw madla. Butata!
Whoa!
Eka! Yeah, boy! Yun ang inakala mo. Hakim sa kuraging malagori ito. Matuto ka ng respeto. Di ko na isalpak sa pagmumukha mo.
Wish Cruiser
Butata ka.
on Wish
Butata ka.
107.5.
Wala ka nang magagawa. Yeah. Woo! Let's go.
You know what I absolutely love? Okay. I am so hyped. I just got done doing the other song. Here's the crazy part. I'm gonna let you in. I'm gonna let you in right now. No joke, it is 3:45 in the morning, and I just got done listening to Damn, and I am wired out of my gourd because of that song. I am not gonna sleep tonight because of this. Anyway, the truth of the matter is one thing I think I've kind of nailed down from this song to the last song is I love the power that they exude. All of them. Whenever they got a song going on, you know, especially like Butata or, you know, I would even say, well, especially the last new song. Holy crap. Like Crimson. I could even say or is it Gento? Is it pronounced Gento? I forget. Gento. I would definitely even say, like, you could even put songs in there like Kalakal. Like, those songs, the power they just exude and everything is just... I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm hyped. I am so hyped right now. But, you know, I remember this being kind of a bit of an interesting point in the album as it was, because of the fact of the matter, like, between both Laon and Naul, I think that's what it was, or was it Nola? I don't remember. I think it was Naul. Between the two albums, this was kind of an interesting break point because one album was like dark and kind of had like these really heavy themes and had these really heavy feelings of, you know, like dealing with your past and how do you deal with this and how do you deal with that, and you know, then like the idea of like you did overcome it and this is how, and like this is why I feel the way that I do now, and everything that it explored. And then the follow-up album was like the opposite. Like now it's like, oh, I'm so much better off, I'm so happy, you know, I finally conquered my problems and I'm able to just enjoy and do this and do that. And I remember thinking to myself, how interesting is that to put Butata, and especially where it was. I think it was about halfway through the album. And, you know, I really, really just appreciate Pablo as a performer, because everything, kind of Star Wars reference here, everything that Pablo does is not a coincidence. And I was able to learn that this, I guess this is a lot of like basketball references, and I guess he was really into basketball, and honestly, that's super awesome. I actually I'm a pretty big fan of basketball, and I just love everything that he has kind of constructed. Like that's the beautiful thing is he doesn't just take all of these songs that he writes and just goes Flah! And throw them up against the wall and say that works. No, it's these tiny little intricate details, and I just love from what I remember about this song. If I remember correctly, the song itself was kind of a couple of references. One, because if I remember correctly, basketball is pretty big over there. Two, that this is kind of like a cultural shared experience of like growing up and having like that camaraderie with like your friends and like people that you'd hang out with. And if I remember correctly, I want to say that this is also a bit of a diss track as well, like kind of telling people like if I remember correctly, Butata like means like blocked shot, right? And so it's kind of just like all those things kind of mixed together. I could be wrong about that part. I'm not sure, but I feel like that's what I remember off the top of my head. And it's overall though, the energy for the song is exactly matching, I think, from the overall theme of it all. And that's what I always like, is just, I just love when things just make sense. And let's be real here. This is a catchy song. This is a super catchy song.
Butata! Yeah. Boy, yun ang inakala mo. Aking sakuraging malago rito. Matuto ka ng respeto lang. Di ko
He's just a genius. That's the truth of it. Anyway, this was super awesome. Great to see him back. I'm glad to be back in the Wish Bus too. No block. Anyway, thank you all so much. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye and bye Victus.